hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's got some space here. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
52 blaster.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. An option handoff given to Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Lance. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of the game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
Ready, break.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one swung outside to Strong. A big play there on the catch and run. 92 yards.
Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
The Steelers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 35.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On the set.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Lance now on 1st down.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Lance going to throw.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he goes out right around the 39. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong.
And some room to maneuver. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st down, right back to Strong.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Give up the middle to Strong.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Come on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one. Here's away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Hey, as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his pass incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
Davis lost it. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, it's Lance. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Right, 97.
Lance now on 1st down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Throwing now is Lance. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lance now to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's Lance to throw it.
Complete. It's Johnson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ten cycle. 22 needle. Set, cut.
Now Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Out of the shotgun, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. That's complete. It's Collins.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, that's the first thing the coach tells his defense. Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Having only 4 seconds on the clock. Time likely for just one snap of the football.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Second down, here's Strong once more.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Handoff, Strong running left.
Gets by him at the 25.
84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball there unless something positive is going to happen downfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Pierre Strong, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Pats have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Simple drag route here, and lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot 17.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball will get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
Touchdown lead.
And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
They weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that part. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Take it in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. There he goes right side. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Got 50, got 50. Cut 19, cut 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, You're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ready.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This will get the lead up to 7. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
18 Randall, 18 Randall. 19 Wyatt.
They'll set up to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
60 Nazareth. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Lance now on 1st down.
He gets this one to Johnson.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. My turn.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets it to Strong. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Adams, the man in motion right. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
This one swung outside to Strong. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Patriots are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
Badgley on for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And when real estate people tell us all the time, it's location, location, location. So being at home, that could be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened to them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Steelers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they come back to the pack a bit as they're